live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. MLB the Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the mound in this one, Garrett Cole. What should we keep an eye on here?
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
Here's Tommy Pham.
Leading off the afternoon for Pittsburgh, the right fielder, Tommy Pham.
Up the middle. Nice grab. To his knee, the throw, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
Wow, he did everything he could on that play with the throw from his knee, but the hustle down the line was enough to earn him the infield knock, and that's a great baseball play all the way around.
Brian Reynolds here. That one finds the zone, and that's strike two. Pham gets his lead at first with nobody out. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Well, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
Let's go, Coltrane.
Swing and a pop-up. Cabrera. He's got it. And there's two away. Here's the Pirates lineup now. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
2 strikes.
Outside low, and the count is 2-2.
2-2.
Kutch goes down via the K. Pirates lead one, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, and on the hill, Paul Skeens.
Big time arm power. One thing he struggles with, though, is repeating his delivery. And sometimes you have bigger pitchers trying to sync things up. Not as easy as a more compact pitcher. But if he can get command going, establish it early, and carry it through the ball game, he's going to pitch deep into this one.
Bottom of the first. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
Batting second.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. One down, base is empty. Inside, and it's 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
1-2.
Judge waits.
Ball.
Out towards left center. Cruz makes the catch, and that'll do it. We played an inning, no score. Second inning set to go. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Joey Bart.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. Only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
And that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now Billy Cook. Next offering is fouled back. Bart aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Two.
That one misses, and now it's filled up 3-2. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Over to Jazz. There's one. On to Goldschmidt. That's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Down to the bottom of the second. We're tied. 0-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Cody Bellinger. Bellinger's an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a 4th-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer his senior year. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Swing and a miss.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Next pitch misses way outside. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
Cut out and missed. Curveball struck him out.
Boog, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Austin Wells, the next to hit. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the Yanks go quietly. So the Yanks go in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back now in the Bronx. All set for the start of the inning. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Here's a 1-1. And that one is inside. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Next pitch way upstairs. Breaks his bat. There's a soft liner. Over to Goldie. Out. That takes care of Connor Falefa.
Now batting the right fielder, Tommy Pham.
Back to the top of the lineup. And now here is Tommy Pham. That's inside. Top of the 3rd, no score. Right through there for a strike.
Ball 3. Full count.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
2 outs, runner at first. Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. Back in the Bronx as we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. And the right-hander deals. That one finds the zone. Going to count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a ball and 2 strikes. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Jason Dominguez now at the plate. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Went right after him there, singing. No messing around.
3 pitches right there. 3 really good fastballs in that at bat. But what stood out is all of them in a different part of the zone. He started them away. You look out over the plate as a hitter, and then he busts you in. You're not quick enough to be able to pull the trigger and turn on it. And then he finished up in the zone. Good velocity. Caught the top part of that strike zone. That's a great example of how you mix your locations. Just as important as mixing speeds.
2 out, space is empty. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Yanks held in check, and we are still scoreless. On to the 4th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neal. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him, 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path, and they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate, so that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-2.
Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
It's a K from the Coltrane.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Here's a 1-1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. The 1-2. That one missed. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh, and we're still knotted at 0. Back in New York, bottom 4, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Next offering is in for a strike. One out, bases empty. Way outside, and it's 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And there's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Chisholm over at first with one away. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw there. Safe.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
On the ground, Gonzalez. Judge out on the play.
Number 35, Cody.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here comes Belly to take his cuts.
You could encounter the greats, so you could get shipped and counter the weights, but you counterfeit. I counted your fits, led you astray. Your worst way.
And that one is downstairs. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Down the line, and it's foul. That one not close. And the count's full. Giancarlo Stanton would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back in the Bronx, we go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in is the speedy Billy Cook.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's a 1-2. The strikeout and the second of the game for the Coltrane.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. And a foul ball. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that's off the outside edge. And it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him swinging. So cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Judge brings it in for the third out. Halfway through this one, still no score. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, bottom of the inning. Now up is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. The 1-1. And that is out of play. Curve in the dirt.
Ball.
Got him looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Now batting, catcher.
Austin Wells will hit next. One down, base is empty. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The Yankees still looking for their first hit in this one. Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Runner on at first with one gone. Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Next offering upstairs.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swung on, belted. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Oswaldo Cabrera digs in now. And fouled off. And he chases that one. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Fires across the diamond. That takes care of Kiner-Falefa. So the Pirates batting order turns over. And now Tommy Pham. One down, base is empty.
Ball 2. 2-1.
And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 3. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And he walked
Ball
him.
4. Take your base.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds. On the ground, 2 ball. There's 1 on to Goldschmidt. That's 2.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Dennis Santana appears to be getting loose. Holderman also getting ready. And that's downstairs. And now 3-1.
Oh, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Jazz Chisholm Jr., the next to hit. That just misses, and it's 2-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Skeens picks over, and he's back in easily. Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. Hit in the air, left field. Reynolds moving under this one. Reaches for it, but it's foul. With the go-ahead run at first, here in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 3. Skeens sends him packing. Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Paul Skeens won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Carmen Mlodzinski. Aaron Judge at the plate.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. And it's second. Runner goes again. Called strike 3. Out at third. And that ends the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
And we're back. The batter now, O'Neal Cruz. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it they make moves on the base paths. It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Here's McCutchen. The pitch to McCutchen.
99 pitches, about to throw his 100th here in the 7th inning. This is where you really start looking for any signs of fatigue. Now just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
That
Ball
misses.
outside.
Now 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Joey Bart now.
The catcher, Joey Bart.
And that one is lifted in the air. Bellinger sizing it up. Corrals it. And that is that.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Dennis Santana. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
the 17th, Cody Bellinger.
You could encounter the greats, or you could get shipped and counted away.
And a foul ball. That one the other way. Hayes sends it across to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
2-1 now. That one at the knees for a strike. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
That one finds the zone. That's strike two. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Fernando Cruz.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 63.
Billy Cook getting ready to hit.
The first baseman, Billy Cook.
Rondando la disco se pasa la morena, ya todos la
And that one fouled off. Next pitch is outside. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Devin Williams getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Weaver warming up as well. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stump. Just 1 out away from getting out of a huge jam.
And here is Ke'Bryan Hayes. Swing and a ball popped in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Down in order go the Pirates. Still no score. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Colin Holderman. Paul Goldschmidt now. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Jason Dominguez will hit next. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Not close with that one. The count now 2-2. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Caleb Ferguson loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. 2-2 now. And downstairs.
Look out.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. Next pitch is outside, and it's 2-1. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Swing and a miss, and the count's full.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Down in order go the Yankees. It's the 9th, and we are tied. Back at Yankee Stadium, all set to start the 9th in this one. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Hit softly on the ground to third, but it kicks foul. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Wells down to first with it. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Up next for the Pirates, Tommy Pham. That's to third, and that's a fair ball.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Go ahead run on base. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Cruz checks on first. Pham back to first safely. Line drive, that's a base hit. Here's the throw. Safe.
He's in there.
And the go-ahead runs at third.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
O'Neal Cruz digs in now.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Two on, one out. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Fires to second for 1. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up, and we still have no score. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Kyle Nicholas.
power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Right through there for a strike. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Caleb Ferguson loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. And a swing and a miss. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. But when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Stepping in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. One down, base is empty. Outside low, 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
That's way outside. Full count now. Aaron Judge in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Battling here as he fouls it away. .99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, keeping him straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
It's Aaron Judge now, trying to send this to extra innings. That one fouled off, 2-2. Stays alive. Drilled out towards left center field. That one carrying onto the track, and he makes the catch. Nothing across here this half. 9 isn't enough to decide a winner, so we are off to extra innings. No score. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Devin Williams. Not many pitchers have it, but he'll break out a screwball from time to time. And now it's Andrew McCutchen. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out. This is Joey Bart.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit.
2 balls.
Tag,
1
save.
strike.
He's into third on the wild pitch.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
With the go-ahead run at third, here in the top half of the 10th. Next offering in there for a strike. 2-2.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
And a swing and a miss. huge strikeout there.
That's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
Billy Cook, the next Pirate to hit. Swings and misses. Now 1-2. And a miss, and he's down on strikes, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Caleb Ferguson.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Cody Bellinger now at the plate. That's to third. Hayes to first. Out. One out, the bottom of the 10th. And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
You want a guy that battles at the plate in the biggest moments of the game, and that's what they have right now up there. If anyone can shake it up, it's this guy right here.
Next offering upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
That one close, ruled a ball. And now 3-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
The winning run on second base.
Yeah.
Swings and misses. 3-2 now. Now a screamer into the outfield. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. In comes the winning run, and the Yankees walk it off in extra innings.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
It's that champion mentality. It's that on-top mentality. It's the champion's mentality. I'm talking to everything you can to go and get it. It's time to separate the boys and the men that want to win.
And a 1-0 final score here in this one. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon.